everyone, and welcome to the Writers Class. What was that
Why are we singing? Why are you singing today? Today, she's just been singing like randomly during the programs, and I'm like, no. So excuse you.
Today we ended up speaking at a high school, and you know, like normally I'm on mute while I'm like doing the technical things of share screen and not, and so I'll sing. And so in the middle, I recognized I wasn't on mute. I'm like,
waiting music.
And then, like the third time, I was like, waiting music, everyone.
Waiting music.
Original
from the mind of Winona. Waiting music.
That's gonna be my
I'm Jade.
CD.
See
and
how I introduced her? Like, I'm amazing. High five.
Thank you. And I got to get introduced twice. You know how I love it when my skin glows when I get introduced twice.
I can't do it with you today, Winona. I just can't do it with you. Anyway, we wrote literary life guides with pop poetry, and I thought divorce was bad with other life lessons, and I thought being grown up was easy. If only I would meet a memoir in verse, the Widow's Web and Widow's Debt series and Foreign Coffee. Oh, where you get your audiobooks, you check them out there. And you can always find out everything your ladies are up to at www.andithoughladies.com. But y'all aren't here to hear about us.
You're here to hear about our wonderful guests. Wonderful guests.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
I sure will. My name is Victorine Liskey, and I'm an author. And 3 things about myself. Let's see. I am addicted to Korean dramas. They're awesome.
Who is
Korean dramas?
So good.
They're awesome. They just suck you right in, and
they go off with 30 episodes, and you're still
up
like
all night. Your eyes are crossed. Yes, reading the subtitles. Like, tell me some more. One more.
Exactly.
At some point, you kind of be like, wait, if I close my eyes, maybe I learned a few words. Nope.
Right.
I'm sorry, you were in the middle of talking.
Well, all the people there are just so beautiful on the Korean dramas. It's like, is every Korean like beautiful like everybody is? But they're addicting. Number 2, let's see. I love yarn, and I crochet and make stuff with yarn. So I have lots of yarn. Number 3, let's see. I love cruising. I am like always on a cruise ship if I can, but with COVID, it's like, haven't been able to do that lately. So that's like a sad thing for me.
I was about to say, I know you haven't been able to do that recently. We're all sad about not traveling. We're all sad.
Yeah, right.
So I guess we should just ask you, what kind of books do you write?
I write sweet romance, excuse me, which is like Hallmark movie type stuff, only I add in all kinds of humor and stuff. So it's kind of silly rom-com, funny, light-hearted stuff.
Okay, first of all, I was gonna start with something narcissistic, but let me go ahead. Let's talk about you, since we jumped in on the Korean thing. First of all, how did you get started writing? I lied. This is my first question. Erase that one.
Strike it from the record.
This is my eraser on the chalkboard.
Delete button, delete. Okay.
My first question is, how do you get humor throughout your whole novel? I have the hardest time writing humor, so I'm always interested. Like, how do you do it?
I love humor. I watch comedy all the time. I love stand-up comedy. I love just soaking in dialogue just from the sitcoms and stuff. And so my goal when I write a chapter is to make my critique group partners laugh, which is usually pretty easy because I have one partner that just laughs at everything. So it's really easy, but I just try and insert as much as I can in there. And I don't know if you can learn how to do humor. It's really kind of intuitive, and also humor is super subjective. So what one person finds funny, someone else doesn't find funny. And so it's really a hard thing to do.
Oh, so I just missed the humor train. So I'm going to stop pouting on the platform of the humor train. It's never pulling into my stop. Nice to know. Okay. And then of course I had to ask, I'm trying to decide, am I going narcissism? Or am I going proper interview?
Do what you do. You do.
I would love to hear some of the plot lines of your books. All
right. So I like to follow tropes. So I'll go to my trope list and just kind of pick and choose what tropes I like. One of my favorite tropes is a fake marriage or just shoving 2 people together in a fake relationship kind of thing. So a lot of my books are about fake relationships or something like that, where they have to get married and then they have to figure out, of course they'll fall in love and all that stuff. But there's a lot of fighting in there too, because they usually don't like each other when they get married. Yeah. So that's one of my big tropes. I also like the second chance romance where they were together in the past, then they broke up. And so some big, huge thing is keeping them apart because, they had some big fight, and then they're shoved back together and there's still feelings there. So I
love it. All the feels. I love it so much.
I told you it was a narcissist thing. So here pulls in the narcissist string, because that always stops for me.
Yeah.
I just want to know what you think about my only plot from my romance book, where like the ex-wife has to work for the ex-husband.
Oh, that's a good one. Love that.
Yeah.
It's not a second chance one. She falls in love with someone younger.
Because Nona's like, plot twist.
Well, lots of tension in there with the exes.
Yeah, lots of tension. So, what are some of the titles of your books, and what are some advice that you would give new authors trying to make their way in the world?
All right. So I have Accidentally Married, which is the first of my married series. I came up with that title before I came up with the plot of the book. I was like, wouldn't it be funny to have a book called Accidentally Married? And somehow they accidentally get married. And then I had to figure out how to make it work. So that was really fun. And then I have a Billionaire Club series. And the first book in that series is called A Marriage of Anything But Convenience. Again, it's a marriage set up marriage thing where they have to get married. So I love that kind of stuff. Advice for new writers, I would say, when you're writing, write from the heart. And when you're editing, think about what the public wants. So do all your passion writing when you're writing. And then as you're editing, think about, okay, what can I do to make this marketable?
I think we have a hard time doing that for each other because we like poetry. I have to ask the question about the literary agent, because everyone wants to know how you found your literary agent and got your first publishing deal.
So I found my literary agent after I self-published my first book, and it took off and hit the New York Times bestseller list. And then agents started emailing me, which is so not how it usually works.
I dream every night as I go to bed since I've been like 10 years old. That's what's going to happen. They're all going to regret it. I'm going to be
That's right.
And then they'll all come knocking at my door. I think everyone does that. But for it to actually happen to you, I'm not sure if I want to finish this interview. No, I'm joking.
Don't be jealous, Winona. Celebrate.
I'm not jealous.
Celebrate.
I'm just angrily jealous.
Angrily jealous. Stop it. We're not jealous at all. We're so happy that happened to you. Like, that's amazing.
It was awesome, but I will tell you, my agent really didn't do, hopefully they're not watching. I love you, agent. They didn't really do a whole lot for my career. I went on to, I got a publishing offer from a publishing house, but it was ebook only and no advance, which was a terrible offer. And I said, no, I'm not going to take that. So I haven't taken any traditional publishing deals, and separated with my agent when I started writing mostly just sweet romance. And so I just publish on my own and just do really well with it on my own. So don't feel bad that you don't have an agent if you don't have one.
Oh, then the question is book covers. How do you do your book covers?
Well, luckily, I was a graphic artist and went to school and majored in art. And so I do all my own covers. But I would say if you're not a graphic artist, hire it out. There's plenty of people out there who will do covers for authors at reasonable prices.
Fabulous. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Like, we learned a lot. Where can people find out more about you, or follow you on social media, and
buy those
books, and help you get on another New York Times bestseller list?
Well, I did an experiment in December. I started putting all my audiobooks up on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and search Victorine Liskey or Accidentally Married, that's my book that has done the best there, and you'll find me on YouTube. And then I have all my social media links on there, and my website is victorineliskey.com. So if you want to try to figure out how to spell my name, you can go there. I really shouldn't have published under my own name. I realized, years later after doing this.
Oh, after you have success, when you look back, you're like, well, that wouldn't
have done it. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today. I'm out of your schedule.
Jay, do you want to wrap us up?
Wow. Schedule.
And
yes, I will.
Jay, do you want to wrap?
Yes, I would love to wrap us up. Thank you for saying that. You can find out everything your ladies are doing at www.andithoughladies.com. While you're there, take a moment, go to the middle of the page and see the charities that we probably support. Maybe you can support them also. We thank you in advance for that. Just remember, y'all wisdom is all around you if
you're open to finding it and accepting it. So peace and love, you guys, from Winona
and Jade. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, thanks for listening.